Alright, what's up everybody? Pardon me, having some amino acids to aid in my recovery. And then we'll get right into this. Alright, so as promised, this will be a full recap, a full breakdown of the 4x4x48, the Goggins challenge that I just completed. Alright, well this wasn't my first run by any means, and I suppose you could say I've worked up into this, although that's not entirely true. You can kind of see behind me from some of the other runs that I've done tons of halves, no big deal. Couple full marathons, no big deal. 2 ultras, one that was a Chicago Lake Run 50K that I suppose would be my longest single run ever. And then the 4x4x48, which is a super different run because it takes the breaking down of 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours. So it's a whole different prep, a whole different mindset going into it because you're going to have to gauge your rest. If you have a job or do other things, you're going to have to work around these things. So it's a really different than a one go through event. That's what makes it pretty awesome too, because a whole lot more goes into doing it than just going out there running and being done. There's a lot more that goes into it, okay? So check it out, gogginschallenge.com. You can check it out there. So one of the things before I get started about the prep is talking about why I post so much, why I posted about it, and why I updated everybody and kept giving updates. All right, for one, I need to hold myself accountable. This shit's not easy. Whether it's business or a run or whatever you do, it's not easy. And so when you post these things, and this is what it is for me, when I post these things, it makes me hold myself accountable because I know other people see it or message me and DM me, and now they're tracking that I'm doing something, so I better fucking do it. It's not ever for me being like, haha, look what I fucking did. It is literally never about that. It's more about if I say it, I better fucking do it. All right. And I always post about motivation, inspiration, work hard, stay badass, be a fucking savage. So I better fucking do it, right? And that's why I post it. I always want to be known as a doer. I dream big. I have a lot of big ambitions, so I want to fucking do it too. So if I'm going to post about it, talk about it, tell people about it, and I only post about 1/3 of the shit that I think and say and want to do, then I better fucking do it. And that's why. All right? And you also never know who's watching and who you're inspiring. Okay? Because for me, even if I help one person do more than they thought they could do, one person to do a little bit more, then my job is done. And I feel accomplished because of that. Because it's not even about the run for me. Cool, I like the challenge. I like to push myself. But it is so much more than that. When you want to be somebody in life who inspires and leads, because the people who inspired and led me did so many bigger things than I've done that I know that influenced me. When I watched it happen, I want to do that for somebody else too, because I'm here at this level because I feel like I started here, I feel like I'm here, but I feel like this is where I want to fucking be. So for those motherfuckers here that just haven't started yet, they're about to get to where I fucking am. So somebody please do that. And it happened. It happened. I could probably name 5 or 6 people that did more and messaged me than they thought they could do. Or Oscar with me doing it. He did more than he's ever done. But he wouldn't have done it if I didn't do this because I was pushing it. All right, do you see how this works? Hold yourself accountable. Inspire others. Push yourself a little bit because you're inspiring somebody else, the next generation, the next person to come, or someone to do better. And that could be their breakthrough moment. All right, that's why I do this shit. The other really interesting part about your journey in life, whether it's fitness, because this is just what I'm talking about because this is what I just did, or business, or school, or travel, or anything else, the people you thought would support you and be there are not. And they don't. And then there's people who you don't really know or just got to know, or people you never talked to that slide you some words of encouragement. They're like, oh, fuck yeah. And it's not just about this little fitness run, although that happened and it was awesome. You never know who's going to be your true fucking support system because you need that, because all the self-made shit is like pretty rare. Someone's actually self-made, okay? There's the support system, support channels all the way throughout. Your family, your friends, people you don't know will be your biggest supporters. And that's what's cool, because it doesn't matter if they've been around for a long time. If they're not even doing shit, they're not adding value to your life. And you might not be adding value to your life, so it doesn't need to be there. All right? So think about that and be okay with the people who don't support you, because they don't have to. It really doesn't matter. I'm just saying it like it is. And be conscious of those people that go out of their way to give you words of encouragement, and make sure you fucking give it back to them. That's how you create win-wins. That's how you elevate each other, and that's how you can accomplish more, help them accomplish more, and then you create win-wins. That's what this is all about. That's what it's about for me. Okay, so another reason why I did this is because accomplishment in something leads to an accomplishment again and again and again. So to do something hard and finish, or hit a goal, that gives you confidence to do that again and again. So each win leads to another win. So I don't need to do a 48-mile run. I literally got nothing from it besides fucking horribly sore Achilles tendons and being dizzy several times because I felt like my blood sugar was probably low and I should have ate a little more before. I didn't really get much out of it except for the accomplishment and the win that adds to the next thing, right? So that translates into every area of your life. When you can stack up accomplishments and wins, then whatever you go into your work, you feel good. You're like, shit, I can do that hard thing. I definitely can do whatever's on my plate today. That's how I take it. I do this to challenge myself, to push myself in every area of life. It's not just so I improve my physical fitness. I've been doing that. It's so that I can improve in another area that might be hard, and I know I've already accomplished something hard, and you win again and again and again. So stack the wins. They lead to more wins. All right? So that's one. And however, let's say you fucking started this and you didn't finish. That's okay. It's not a failure necessarily. It's a learning lesson of what you could have done better, what you did wrong, and how to improve for next time. So don't even think about it. Don't even use the fucking word failure. It's that you learned, so now you're better next time for something else. Or maybe you realize, well, fuck running and fuck all these challenges. I'll stick to my 5Ks and halves. Awesome. Do good at that. Sign up for 10 of them. Sign up for one of them. I don't care. But it's never a failure. It's just learning, resetting, and reimagining what's next for you. All right? And get that negative shit out of your head about the failure and everything. Because life is going to have a ton of those. And I've had a ton of those, and I can do 10 videos on what didn't work for me and how I fucked up or failed something. And I used it as a teaching lesson for the next thing that I was about to do. All right, let's get back on topic. Get a little excited there. Because I feel like I'm fucking winning, okay? So, the race, 4x4x48. I found it about probably like 2 months ago or something, but I followed David Goggins, and a lot of you guys have too, for a long time. But this particular challenge I found about 2 months ago or something. I asked a few people to do it. No one said they'll do it. That's okay. I didn't figure anybody would. I was just trying. So then I got an injury. And this is something I didn't tell anybody else. And I'll include my Garmin tracking thing, because I wear this every single day. I never take it off except to charge it one time every day for like one time a week, maybe for like 30 minutes. That's it. That's all I take it off. I didn't run a single mile for the 5 weeks leading up to this run. I got an injury like 2 months ago or so, a month ago, and I had to go to the emergency room. My back was fucked. I hurt myself at the gym or something. I've had a herniated disc. I knew that. Been to the chiropractor, been to the doctor, got the x-rays, and I haven't fixed it because it's not as surgery bad quite yet, but it's a herniated disc getting worse. I've known that, and I also have a hernia. Okay, both of these things don't add to me feeling good sometimes. All right, so what happened was I was in the emergency room, figured it out, had some medication for it, pain medication, and a fucking shot. Same thing they give the NFL players. I forgot what it was. Anyway, it helped a little bit, but then it moved to my hip. I'm like, damn it, I can't do shit. Not the Stairmaster, not the elliptical, not even a fast walk, uphill on the treadmill, nothing. I trained zero cardio for the entire month prior. Now that was because I was battling injury, and because I want to say, if I commit to this, I better fucking do it. So I need to get better and at least go in fresh with no pain than a little bit of training but working through pain, going into it with pain. So what that means is, my caution fucking sign here, don't do this without training. I've done several other things, and I did it near my house. I did it with my wife here and Oscar here, so that I knew that people were here that could talk some sense into me, even though I probably wouldn't listen if they told me to stop. but they were here to support and see how I would monitor how I was doing. But I would never recommend doing it with no training going into these things, because your joints need to strengthen up, your muscles, your tendons, your ligaments, they all need to be prepared for this extra stress you're about to go and fucking put on them. So I do not recommend what I did, and I'm paying for it a little bit now just in my Achilles, but I'll recover. So train, don't do that. I'm just telling you my story, my journey, and what I did. And I didn't tell anybody about that first because people would have said I'm an idiot, don't do it. But here we are, I did it, and we're done. So I've torn my hamstring 3 times. 2 times were very bad. The other one was probably just a mild strain, but I couldn't run either time. One of them was very bad. The first one I ever tore my hamstring on, my right hamstring, was really, really bad. And I've done it one other time really bad. And so you never know in these long runs what's going to happen. But don't let that hold you back, because like in life, like, oh, like I closed a business. Is that going to stop me from doing business? Fuck no. It's just that one just didn't work. This one is going to work 10 times better. So you don't stop over one thing happening, all right? That's my point here. Yep, my hamstring probably was going to cramp up. I can't fucking believe it didn't. My right quad hurt more than that, maybe because it was making up for my hamstring. I don't know. But nothing happened because I at least was thoughtful about my prep going into the run, not prior to. And then by taking care of myself a little bit during, probably not as much as I should have, but I was very conscious of these things so I could work with, because I've done tons of fucking runs already, so I already knew my body, and that's going to be a key to it, to listening to your body. So I started this at about 225 pounds, and although I thought I would lose a lot more weight than I thought I was going to lose a lot of weight, and I didn't. I stayed about the same, and so here's why. It was pretty cool temperatures, so naturally you're not going to sweat as much. So maybe some of it's water weight that you're going to lose. Okay, but I was also drinking 1 gallon of water a day plus cranberry juice. So I was getting a ton of fluids in to replace the fluids that I lost. So I suppose it wasn't really going to happen weight loss there. But then all the calories you need, I burned about 7,300 calories altogether in just those runs. Okay, but you have the rest of your day, you're doing things. And on the Saturday bulk day, I worked for 8 hours because I own a business. And I did my runs outside of both of those times. Okay, and so you burn calories during that too. So you have to replace those. So I kept it lean at the beginning and was just using some baby food. I had a protein shake. I had light meals to see how I was feeling, monitoring it. Then it became overnight and I got really hungry because usually I'm sleeping and I'll just get up in the morning and eat something. But I had run twice in between 8 miles total. And so my body's like, yo, we got to eat. So I had eggs, Ezekiel bread, and so I started to put real meals in there. And one of them, I felt a little lightheaded, like I probably didn't have enough carbs or electrolytes, so I had a big brownie in between. And so then I had some steak and some sweet potatoes, and then I started to eat almost normal because I was feeling good and I could handle the 4 miles. My metabolism is pretty good, pretty fast, so I could handle eating a little bit more, which I'm thankful I did because I think that carried me through the end of it. So I didn't lose any weight at all, actually, because I was replacing it almost immediately. And then afterwards, I smashed a bunch of pizza and apple fritters because I was hungry and I thought I earned it. Because you deserve it. After you do something hard, fucking treat yourself. All right? So actually, what I thought would happen didn't happen. And that's cool because I wasn't doing it for weight loss purposes. That's just what I wanted to make sure I told you guys because I said that I would. So the other thing I did not do, I didn't listen to a single bit of music, no headphones, nothing. I don't run with my phone. I don't bring anything. I want to fucking struggle. I want the mental win. Because what did we talk about just a minute ago? Mental wins stack up. I wanted the mental win. I wanted to push myself and say, when I want to stop, when it gets hard, when I see my house again, because I was running in my neighborhood, I could stop if I want to. Don't fucking stop. Because then when you stack up that mental win, you can win the next mental battle. If something else is hard, you're tired, you're fatigued, you can't figure out that answer to this, you got to deal with this problem or situation over here, you already know you can get through some hard shit because you won that mental battle already. I don't want any outside stimuli when I'm going through something fucking hard. So I didn't. And I never do. I've never done a run with my headphones on. Maybe on deployment in the gym, maybe like 2 or 3 times to warm up. It was like a mile to go to my workout. But that was just because I was working out. Never ever outdoor runs with a run. I've never worn headphones ever on an outdoor run. Never on a competition run. Never on a 5K, half marathon, ultra, nothing, never. Build the mental wins. Be mentally fucking tough. I'm trying to speed this up. Gear. All right, Asics Gel Nimbus, the best fucking shoe ever. There's 2 versions, the regular one, and then they have a knit one, which is a little lighter, more breathable. I have both. I used both for this run. I like the Asics Gel Nimbus knit the best. Good socks. Features are really good. Asics has some really good socks too, but that matters. I don't get any blisters ever. I really never have. And I don't know that that's necessarily because of the gear, because even in basic training, I never got any blisters or anything like that in Army basic training. And so I'm pretty fucking lucky for that. But I also take precaution, use baby powder, get good socks with your good shoes, and that will save you. So then you can continue on. Not have to deal with things you could have avoided. Shorts with lining. Okay, I love the Army shorts. If anybody here is a veteran or Army fucking person or Marines, maybe not Marines, I think they were fucking Silkies, but they have the interior lining that helps you stop from chafing. Okay, so if you have spandex or the other running shorts or boxer briefs for chafing, do that. Because me, I'm 225 pounds, a little bit bigger. I have bigger legs. I chafe like a motherfucker if I don't have those. So don't. Why? Why deal with the fucking injury? If you need to use Vaseline or body butter, use that too. Don't be too proud to do it. Don't think it's weird. You're going to fucking hurt otherwise. So don't. No cotton shirts. I have some like multi-blend shirts or like I don't know if they're spandex. What the fuck are they called? I forgot. Don't wear cotton shirts because your nipples will rub, shit like that, and it'll be heavier too. All right, it's less breathable. So make sure you wear a good shirt. Have a massage tool too. I was massaging my lower back, my hamstrings, my quads, and my calves before and after every run. I thought that it helped. I don't really know. I feel like it did. I didn't do a ton of stretching. I did more massaging because I was getting really tight anyway, and I wanted to work that muscle out, get the blood flow going, and not overstretch because I was afraid of my fucking hamstrings. Yeah, Icy Hot and Tiger Balm. At the last like 16 miles, so that would have been 4-mile legs, I started to use a lot of Icy Hot on my Achilles only. Everything else felt pretty good. My knees felt good. My hips were a little sore going into it, but I think that's because I was favoring my Achilles because they were hurting pretty bad. And then I put KT tape on my right quad, my right calf, which now I know wasn't my calf, it was my Achilles, and I was just trying to make up for it. And then I wrapped my Achilles after that, and that was the issue. So shout out KT tape. That shit was awesome. For recovery, ice. I should have iced more yesterday, and I didn't, and I'm paying for it today. So I'm double icing today. Put your feet up, ice, and treat yourself. Refeed yourself. Get a ton of water in, a ton of nutrients. Get you something that you like. You earned it. And that's all I got for you. I mean, that's pretty much it. The lowest temperature it got to was 25 degrees at the 4 a.m. run, which was Sunday morning. So like my fourth or third to last run, it was 25 degrees. That sucked. Okay. But then the high was 50 on my last run yesterday. So it was a really interesting, cool run. Everything considered. It was cool. Check it out. GogginsChallenge.com. That's all I got for you. Slide in the DMs if you've got any questions. Stay badass. Do whatever it takes.